So something that I've really been wanting to do recently was give a tour of a property. So I'm gonna start from the road here. And so first of all, over at that bridge, there's a pretty deep bayou called Indian Bayou. And we got our tree line. We have a couple of pathways in there, which are really cool. I can show y'all that. So we got all our lawns. We got our lawn just mowed. Thanks to my dad, he's been working hard. We didn't get the back though because the back's usually pretty difficult to get. And it doesn't grow as fast, and it's difficult to get because there's usually a lot of water over there. So yeah, and we got our house. We just finished building it a couple months ago. But it looks really nice. Keep on walking. The sun, I just missed the sunset, sadly. I mean the sunrise, sadly, but still looks pretty nice. It's like a halo. And then it's our electrical box. And we've got our shed. I mean, no, that's our shop. We have another spot that we call a shed on our connected to our house. So we've got our shop and a tractor, and then a camper, and then we got a trailer attached to the camper, and then we got a Christmas tree right there that we're still waiting, because I think our plan is to put it in the pond instead of just throwing it away like in a trash can, I guess. And then we got these two piles, and then our shop isn't organized yet. We tried to organize it, but we still had to put more stuff in here whenever we moved in. And that's a Jeep that we had gotten, but is broken, so we got to fix it. And also the go-kart. So then I'm gonna take a tour behind the shop, and then I'm gonna go around the woods on that side, and then I'm gonna go through the trail a little bit over there. So then we got a boat behind here where we tried to put up the foundation for the chicken coop so that we could get done with the hard part. We could have some chickens, because everybody knows chicken eggs are really expensive right now. So we got some canoes and a kayak. And in this pond that here, there's a little island over there. So we've got in this pond some brim, some, what do you call that, minnows? Yeah. So we got some brim and minnows right now, and then so we put some fish structures in there to try to help. We're planning to put an aerator and a dock. I think the dock's supposed to be on that side over there. I had planted some sugar cane on this island, but I didn't realize that that it was gonna snow in a little bit. So all the sugar canes sadly died. You can see a little bit of the stalks right there, the little white things. And then come over here. that right there, that's the marker for our property. And then this long track right here, this is the this right here is the drainage that we made in the property. And then this area, I call this area the frog pond, because usually right along there it's just like super wet. Yeah, you can see a little bit of the water, but I'm not gonna go too close to it because it's wet. I don't want to get my school shoes all muddy. I didn't bring boots. All these little flowers. I might actually I'm thinking about using these flowers as a mulch on top of some of our fruit trees that we just planted that I'm gonna show y'all. So then we got the woods over here. These woods aren't ours, but all of those are on that side. So then we got this plane at the back. So what we're gonna do with this plane is we're gonna plant some at least just okra and corn. We're probably gonna end up planting more after we get some water, because we want to get some of the water from the shop over there to come over here. And then on the chicken coop, there's also gonna be a shed, the run to the chicken coop, and a like raised garden with some raised garden beds. And then we also plan to get a greenhouse, but that's a lot of work in the future. Look at those flowers. So pretty. And there's a Christmas tree from last year, actually. It never could sink somehow. Got a lot of ants over here too. Fire ants are always a problem. It's the big cypress tree right there. We'll continue. And then, so we got this strip on the side of the pond in the woods. And then, yeah, I'm gonna tour a little bit of that afterwards. But it's pretty much nothing. So we go into the woods. So this is the back side of the trail. And this trail actually goes into another trail on the other people's property. But, I'm touring our properties today, so don't want to invade their property. Yeah, the trail is kind of unkept right now, because we haven't been on in a while. Still always fun to use. So then this is the bayou that I was talking about. Back over here. It's a little bit dirty, it's muggy. No, it's still fun to play around here though. So now I'm gonna keep on going on the trail. There's a lot of this poison oak and poison ivy over here. So you kinda gotta watch your step. This is one of the only places in Louisiana where they have hills. That was a joke, by the way. So, Louisiana is super flat. Gotta watch out for the poison ivy. Even though I have long socks on, it's not fun to get some of the poison ivy oil all over you. fallen down tree. So this you're gonna see in a second, but the reason why, so whenever we got on this property, like before we built our house, we had dug the pond, and we built this trail together as a family, and we're probably gonna put some bridges on these little dips right here. There's another one up ahead. But so there used to be a lot more trees, as you can see from some of those cuts. But so there used to be a lot more trees in this area. But our town, Dusal, they thought that that this bayou right here, that is getting too clogged at the bridge over there. So what they did is they took their machines and they had to cut down all these holy, look at all that. It's all poison ivy. So they had to cut down all or most of the trees, except for the bigger ones, of course, so that they could move their machinery around. I think we have a little fort right there, but it might be like run down now. So we didn't really use anything to hold it together at the time. So it's really just for fun. You know, playing with my friends. I'll show you though. Then I'm gonna just go back on up this trail, because there's not really much to see right here yet. Oh yeah. It's a little bit run down, but basically we tried to use some vines. So there's a bunch of vines on that tree over there, and we tried to use them to like prop up the other trees that we had, like the piece of wood. That didn't really work, I guess. Now thought it was sturdy. But of course it's not. So then this area right here, my dad was working with an excavator yesterday to get some of this dirt. So this area usually floods a lot, like right next to that pond. You see where the dirt is. So he tried to fill that in with the excavator by grabbing some mud from the pond. Okay. So we also got some dewberries. That's what this is right here. You can see by the white leaves. Those fruit that they make during the summer are so good. It's kind of like a blackberry. And then this right here, this is actually that's some wild onion tops. Not too shabby. That's our dog, Charlie. He's so cute. I'll keep on going down this trail. So then this right here is a pump that my dad had gotten to try to get some of the water from the bayou and pump it into the pond. But somebody had actually stolen the actual like mechanism where where it sucked the water out and pushed it through the pipe. So that never happened. But they actually did catch the guy. And then we're gonna keep on going. And so this was actually we like started making this fort whenever we came here in the first place. But the beetles here are ferocious. They tore down like all the wood. And then there used to be a little cypress tree right there. But it's gone now that they chopped it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna just go down this way a little bit. So this is a little raccoon trail coming over here and over there. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna show y'all. There's a lot of wild onion tops over here. My brother made this. The lettering isn't great, but it says Indian Bayou Trail. They made that for his beta convention one year. So, and then I'm going off the trail, and we just cut this grass too. So next to the pond over there, we've also got a willow tree. It's wild growing. And then we just planted these fruit trees yesterday. I said earlier that I was going to use those flowers probably as a mulch. So this is our blood orange that we planted yesterday. Then we got a brown turkey fig right there. And we have a yellow, an LSU gold fig, not a yellow fig. So then this one's a brown select satsuma. And then this one's Arctic Frost Satsuma. And this one's a Persian lime. So a lot of these are actually self-pollinating. So, and then my dad and my mom have been working on trying to get the drainage better for this area around the pool. And that's their 2 cars. And we got 2 trees over there that we're also gonna plant. This is our pool. It's kind of dirty right now, but I can clean it. Yes, ma'am. And this is usually where our cat is. Our cat actually just went wandering off. We saw him at a local. And this is our shed, yeah. And this is, we found him at a local Dollar General. Me and my mom. Charlie's so majestic. And this is our overflow. I mean, no, not our overflow. Why do I keep on saying that? This is our pipe that goes all the way over there, and this is our septic tank. We tried to get these trees marked yesterday, but we didn't dig them yet because we're not sure. So this is a Florida peach, Florida gold peach, and then this one is a what is this? This is some pear. I might want to put it back in there. Yeah, that one's pineapple pear. I heard that pineapple pear is really good, and it's self-fertile. Okay, then now I'm gonna take a trip back into the woods real quick over here, and I'm gonna try to get on the trail through here. because the reason why I'm going through here actually is because whenever we moved in, we found out that there's a lot of dewberry over here, that there was a wild mulberry tree growing over here. So this is mulberry. These are mulberry leaves right here. In the summer, this thing's gonna make a butt ton of mulberries. Can give y'all a better visual of the tree in itself. It's only like very, very early spring right now, and it's already pumping out leaves. This looks like a little raccoon trail, maybe. Or maybe it's Charlie's trail. Oh, that's a big poison ivy vine. Don't want to touch that. Okay, so and then okay. I'm really excited about the fruit trees in the garden, of course, because I'm actually a guy who loves to garden. Believe it or not. It might sound stupid since I'm still 14, but yeah. So then this trail goes, y'all saw there was an intersection over there earlier whenever we turned off the other trail and went out. So there's not too much to see right there since they cut down most of this stuff. So now I'm gonna just try to walk fast over here. Y'all visual, of course. And then over here is kind of cool. Also, got some pretty trees up there. Or kind of pretty, I would say they're pretty. Maybe not my dad and mom though. So then this is the bridge. We used to have a little hangout spot underneath there because we threw some rocks down because you know, there's like a little creek down there because there was a dam right before the bridge. Charlie's wandering off again. That dog. Okay. And now we also have some wild willow kind of growing on the edge of these woods over here. And this is the front of the property again. Thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. Peace.